Video games have been a huge part of my life for almost as long as I can remember, and the one character which has had the largest impact on me is Mario. Mario's been there since the beginning of my gaming career, but it's not so much the mainstream Mario games that really have a nostalgic impact on me, even though I do love them. It's more the spin-off games, Mario Kart, Mario Party, all the Mario sports games. Those are what I look back on with the fondest memories. I got my Nintendo 64 with a copy of Mario Kart 64 when I was 5 years old, and I played that game a ton with my brother and especially my dad. My mom would try to play it too, but Rainbow Road made her really sick whenever she watched it. She just couldn't cope with it, I guess. She didn't really play games with us all that much, but she did enjoy seeing my dad and me and my brother bonding through video games. And in Mario Kart 64, I remember racing with my dad quite a bit. We would create these seasons where we had all the characters race each other in one-on-one races. He would be one character for one race and I would be the other character, and we would see which character had the best record at the end of the season. And another thing I remember doing is trolling them a lot, my brother and my dad, by using the lightning item just as they were about to cross a huge chasm, and they would fall down and have to redo a large part of the track again, and I would just find it hilarious, and they got annoyed with me, but it was just one of the ways we bonded. And then when my little sister was born, around the same time that Mario Kart Double Dash was out, when she was old enough to want to play with us and we needed something for her to do, we would actually take a controller and plug it into a cabinet door. We would open the door, throw the plug in, and then shut the door to make her think that she was actually playing the game with us when she wasn't actually, and didn't have to, mess up any of our races. But it got her involved too. She could bond with us as well in that way, even though she wasn't old enough to actually play the games yet. But Mario Kart was just the beginning. There were so many other Mario spin-off games that I loved playing with my family. One of the most notable would be Mario Party 3. I played the heck out of that game with my brother and my dad. We loved Mario Party 3. It was so much fun. And I ended up renting that on several occasions, and I would extend our rental so that I could play with it as long as I wanted. And then finally my mom got me my own copy. So many good memories of just us running around the boards like a maniac, stealing stars from people and, raging. But it was so much fun. Now, in the Mario Party games, there's this one type of minigame where you basically win by mashing the A button as fast as you possibly can. I could never beat my dad at these games when I was a little kid. I tried so hard, and I just couldn't. I just wasn't fast enough. He was better at it. Years later, not too long ago actually, we decided to play some of the Mario Party mini games for the first time in a really long time. And we played Slime Time from Mario Party 4. And I finally beat my dad at that game. And I just remember screaming at the top of my lungs. I was so happy that I finally beat my dad after so many years, even though, I was much older now, but I've just never been able to beat him. And I guess in that moment, I just kind of realized how much I've matured since then. I know that sounds kind of silly, but just realizing how many years had passed and how much fun we could still have, yet I was growing so fast at the same time. And just to see how far I had come just by playing that silly little minigame. Now, the Mario sports games, there are so many of those, and I had to get my hands on all of them. I loved sports, I loved Mario. It was the perfect marriage in my mind. Mario and sports, I couldn't get enough of it. So many good memories from playing all the Mario sports games. I remember playing with my brother and my dad on Mario Tennis, and we would laugh at Wario's hilarious voice clips. Super Mario Strikers was another one. We had a lot of really intense matches that often went to sudden death, and we would scream every time someone almost scored a goal, and then we'd finally celebrate when someone finally did score. And we would do a bunch of mini tournaments on that game as well with all the characters, and we'd just spend the night doing that, and it was so much fun. And my dad had an ingenious strategy whenever all three of us were all on the same team. He was not a very good goal scorer in Mario Strikers, so he would stay towards the back of the field and basically just play defense while my brother and I played offense and scored all the goals. If the ball ever got past us, we were confident that my dad would give the opposition an enormous body check, which would send them flying into the electric fence and get the ball back in our possession. It was so much fun, and we could always rely on him, watching our backs, kind of just like how a father is supposed to, really, now that I think about it. But probably my favorite memory from playing Mario games with my family has to be during a round of Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64. My dad was hooked on that game. He stayed up so late just trying to unlock all the hidden characters and courses. He was much better at the game than I was at the time. So one night, me, my dad, and my brother were playing a round of Mario Golf, and it was hole 4 on Toad Highlands, and I was Yoshi. I was on a par 5. It was not a very long par 5, but, it was still kind of difficult. And my first shot was alright, and I was trying to get on the green early to, because that hole was pretty easy to get an eagle on. So I was thinking I was going to try to go for that. Now, on Mario Golf, you have a limited number of power shots, but you only have a few chances to use it. I decided I was going to try to use it because I thought I would need the extra power in order to get on the green. But my dad said, "No, son, if you do that, you're going to go straight over the green and it's going to be too powerful. Trust me, you just want to hit it normally." And I still wanted to use the power shot because I really felt like I needed to. But finally I said, okay, and I just used the normal shot. And I hit it, and the ball went straight into the hole. And I got an albatross, which is one of the hardest things you could possibly do in that game. Not even my dad was ever able to do it. And that just kind of helped me realize that I should trust what my dad says. My dad is somebody worth listening to. And to that day, that's one of my fondest memories in gaming. And it was all because I decided to listen to my dad. And because of that, I have one of the coolest highlights that I could ever have. I saved the replay on that cartridge, and I even uploaded it to YouTube because it just meant so much to me, and I didn't want to lose that memory. I'm really lucky to have such a wonderful and caring family, and the way we've been able to bond through video games is a major reason for that. It's not the only reason, of course, and Mario games are not the only games that we played, but my family is a very close-knit bunch, and I have Mario and his friends to thank for a large part of that. At the end of Super Mario 64, Mario always says, "Thank you so much for playing my game." Well, Mario, thank you so much for letting me and my family play your games.